Hey guys, welcome back to 25 Sweetpeas. So today for you, I am super excited because I am sharing my first holiday collection of 2017. This is the Zoya Party Girls collection, which kind of covers like the Christmas season and the New Year's season. So you've got party colors that are fun and festive. So let's take a look at these because there are a lot to get through and they're all gorgeous. Here we have Blake. Blake is a very interesting color. It's definitely different. It is a blue like jelly base. However, as you can see here, it looks really like a blue navy like shade. But on our second coat, it's not going to look like that anymore. It is going to look more black. Actually, I'm looking in the viewfinder while I'm doing this, and I've just noticed it really does not look cobalt hue. But this is like a sheer blue base with a gorgeous golden shimmer throughout. So there is one coat. As you can see, we are almost full coverage, but I can still see through a little bit, and I know that it's transparent still because we're seeing that jelly-like finish. So we are getting this second coat. Okay, and now that our first coat is dry, it is time for our second coat of Blake. Blake is just, honestly, this is a really gorgeous polish, and I can see this becoming like some people's staple. Anybody that likes a darker polish but doesn't really want to wear black, this is like a great solution because it kind of has a black feel, but at the same time, you're gonna know that it's a navy blue with a golden shimmer. So there is two coats, and that is a full coverage. And again, I'm really sorry about how that one shows up on camera. You really can't tell that it is blue, but hopefully this swatch picture you guys are about ready to see will help. Now we are on to Isadora. Isadora is one of the purpley shades in this collection. However, it does pull a bit more berry toned compared to some of the other purples that you guys are going to see later on in this video. It is gorgeous. As you can see, it does pull up that berry red, and it is just stunning. This is actually one of the surprising favorites in this collection. Like, I'm not usually one to like fall for these colors, but I really love this one, and it's got like tiny blue flecks in it that show up in pictures, which I'm so excited the camera actually captured, and a few of my shots that are going to be on today's blog post, so be sure to go check that out if you're not seeing those in this video because it is gorgeous. So there's one coat. It is still a bit sheer, so we are going to need our second coat after our first one dries. Now that our first coat has dried, it is time for our second coat of Isadora. It really deepens the color on the second coat, and it is just stunning. I've actually been wearing it for the past day, and I love it. So there's our second coat, and we now have full coverage, and it is just like this deep purple berry toned color, and it is lovely. Okay, now we are moving on to a purple cream. This one is gorgeous, and it is called Landon. I don't actually believe I have any purples quite like this one. It is really just a great purpley cream. So here is one coat. As you can see, it's that just great formula where it just goes on really evenly. As you can probably tell, it is still a bit sheer in a few spots, so we are going to need a second coat. But it just has such a great application that I'm just so happy with this purple. And yeah, just a great formula, honestly. So we're going to let that dry, and we're put on our second coat. Okay, now it is time for our second coat of Landon. And there is two coats of Landon. Perfect coverage, and it's just a gorgeous purple shade. And I feel like this is a purple that's going to look good on almost all skin tones because it's not pulling any certain direction, and I think that's really exciting. So there it is. Next up, we have one of the most unique polishes from this collection, I would say. Venture to say probably, because it is a purple shade. However, it has like a blue-green shift in it, which is just so different and unique and fun, and I'm not sure the camera is going to pick it up. So I am going to be sure to insert all the pictures that I got of that blue-green shift right afterwards with the swatch pictures. So there is one coat. As you can see, this purple is like pulling a bright purple vibe, which is really nice since the other one was more like berry toned. And this one is definitely one of the most unique ones in this lineup along with Blake. I feel like they're both really cool and different polishes. So there is one coat. It is a tad bit sheer, so we will need a second coat. Okay, it is now time for our second coat. I'm just gonna quickly here move around my finger to see if you guys can see that blue to green shift. But sadly, I don't think you can yet. Hopefully, maybe with the second coat you would be able to. But again, if not, I'm gonna insert those pictures that will allow you to see it. I even got this one picture that's not my typical picture pose that I would post, and it's kind of awkward, but it got the different shifts in the picture, so I'm gonna share that with you guys anyway because the shift is just so cool. So yeah, there it is at full coverage. You guys can't see the shift in the camera, I don't think. However, you can totally tell how gorgeous this polish is, how it's got that bright, almost like a magenta shimmer coming through, and it's just really lovely. It's definitely a standout. Now we are moving on to another cream. This one is, I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself, but this one is a unique one. I definitely do not have any other creams like this in my entire nail polish collection. It is probably one that the camera is not going to like because it is what I would call a blurple, where it's like that blue purple. It's also kind of on the verge of being considered a periwinkle. It's just really gorgeous and different. It was actually the first one I put on whenever I received this package because I just thought it was so unique. And this one is also a one coater. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think in the pictures, if you can't tell now, I think in the pictures you'll be able to tell that it's not your traditional blue. It definitely does have a lavender tone that gives it that blurple periwinkle color. It's just really fun, and I think to see this in a holiday collection is really neat and different, which I guess kind of is the whole theme with this line because it's the Party Girls. It kind of not only covers Christmas but it covers New Year's, so I really like that about this whole collection as a full collection. So there is one coat of, I don't think I ever said his name. It is called Danielle, by the way. And there is one coat of Danielle, and that's all you need. Now we are going to take a step away from the blues and the purples and move on to the pink section of this collection. First up, I am showing you Kelsey, which is a gorgeous pink cream. It is, I would say, a pretty common pink. However, I actually don't feel like I have that many like this in my collection, so maybe you guys don't either. It's just a good, like go-to, I want to wear a pink shade, and this is like that perfect pink. It's not your in-your-face Barbie pink, it's not neon pink, it's not baby pink, so it's just a good all-around pink. So there is one coat. As you can tell, I can't see through to my nail line, and we could be done at one coat. I do believe I did 2 coats before, just so, full to see if the color changed or anything, and it does not with 2 coats. So if you are okay with 1 coat, you are good to go now because the color's not going to change with your second coat. So there is your final look at Kelsey. Now we're taking that pink transition into the reds. And first up, we are starting with Sheri, which is a wine, like a red wine color. It's deeper than your typical red that you're gonna see in a holiday collection, which is really nice. So let's apply this and see how it looks. As you can probably tell, it is a bit more of a jelly-like base. So it is going on sheerer than your normal typical cream, which almost leads you to believe that there's some pink in there because you can see through a bit more to your nail and it just has a pink look. So there is one coat and we are going to need at least two. Okay, we are now moving on to our second coat of Sheri, and just in case you were wondering and you decide you want to go search this polish, it is spelt S-H-E-R-I instead of having a Y. So here is our second coat, and our second coat definitely deepens the color, which I think you can see in the swatch pictures afterwards, and there it is at full coverage. It is a lovely holiday red without being like in your face Santa red. Next up we have Fallon, which is a pink, and it is gorgeous. As expected, I mean, this whole line is gorgeous. As you can see, it is a shimmery polish. I would probably consider this a bit of like a pearl metallic crossover type thing. There's definitely no like metalness in it, but it's not like a straight up shimmer either. So I guess it's what you would typically consider a pearl. It's really lovely. Zoya always does this type of color really well. So I love that shimmer that shines through. So there is one coat. We are going to need two coats. So we'll do that in just a few. And we are back now for our second coat of Fallon, which is just a lovely pink. As you can see, it has a great formula as well. It spreads out really nicely. You do have to be careful a little bit about brush strokes because of the pearliness in it. But long as you are mindful, you're not really going to notice it that much because whenever it dries, you do tend to lose a little brush strokiness. So that's really nice to know. But overall, it's a gorgeous color. Now we are moving on to one of the more true red shades in this collection. I would definitely call it the true red shade for this line, and this one is called Ming. It is not a dupe for Suki or any of their other reds that I've ever used anyways. It's definitely got a difference. And it's still lovely. It does not stain when I removed it after wearing it. I'd never noticed any staining. Of course, if you have dry skin and you take it off and you're not careful, it can color your skin, but that's still not what we typically consider staining our nails. So there is one coat, fabulous coverage, great formula. We are still going to need a second coat for it to like build up to its full potential and to cover that little teeny bit of nail line that I can see. So we'll let that dry and do that. Okay, it is now time for that second coat of Ming. As I said, this really is the perfect like Christmas red. So if you're looking for a new red, you guys should definitely check this one out. And there is our second coat. It definitely deepened a little bit with that second coat, which makes it a bit more rich looking. Perfect for the festive season, and actually I could see this being a great for like New Year's, you know, dresses and such too. So keep that in mind. Now we are transitioning into the more orange, rusty, coral shades of the collection, and actually this is the segment of the last three. So let's get ready because these are actually quite gorgeous. So next up we have, what is this one called? This one is called Tawny. Tawny is definitely, I feel like I've already said this, but it's definitely one of my favorites of this collection. It is different, and actually since the collection is out, you know, for the whole month of November, it's also a great fall shade. So if you're looking for a good fall shade, you might want to check this one out. It is a rusty a rusty red that pulls a little bit pink, but also has an orange shimmer throughout. Wow, that was like throwing way too many colors out, but hopefully you guys will get what I mean when you see it on. It is just gorgeous. This is another one of those type of formulas that is hard to describe because it's not like a foil, it's not quite a metallic, and it's not a pearl. It's just, I guess this one would be considered a shimmer. Whatever it's considered, Zoya always does this type of polish well, and this one is definitely the same. It is fabulously done, and that is one coat. And I mean, it's a tad bit sheer, of course, but it went on perfectly, evenly, and it just had such a great formula. I mean, you guys saw how easy that went on. It's just gorgeous and so much shimmer. So much. So, gonna let that dry and put on our second coat. Okay, it is now time for our second coat of Tawny. It is just beautiful. But you guys can see, right, how this could totally be like the perfect fall shade for like fall colors. It's just beautiful. I am hoping you guys can see that little bit of pink showing up and the golden, like orangey shimmer. There's just so much to this polish that I just love it. Yep. Look at that. Okay, let's just look at the pictures because I'm just going to keep saying how much I love this. Next up we have Solstice, which is one that I was really excited about because online it looked like a corally color. However, online is not necessarily accurate to the bottle because in person it's definitely more of a red color pulling orange, and then it has like an orange shimmer throughout. Still a gorgeous color, but it's just not to what I was thinking it was going to be. So remember that. Just because you see it online a certain way does not mean that's how it's going to be. So here it is, as you guys can see hopefully in this footage, that it definitely does pull more of an orangey red shade. However, look at that shimmer. It's got an orange shimmer in there, but there's also like a bold pink shimmer in there that is really picking up the light, and it is just stunning. Okay, that is one coat. Great, nice, even coverage. This is like a creamy shimmer, which I really like because I love creams, and so if you can just have a cream and a shimmer in one and have the formula of a cream, I love it even more. So there is one coat. We are definitely going to get full coverage in two because we are basically full coverage, but obviously I want to make sure that there are no sheer spots like I kind of see right in the middle, and I just want to build it up to get its full color potential. Okay, it is now time for our second coat of Solstice. Again, I really do love this color, even though it's not what I was expecting. It is such a beautiful color. And again, this one, kind of like Tawny, would be a great fall color. So I love the fact that even though it's a holiday collection, it has come out early enough that people get to wear it in the fall, so you can totally make this a fall polish of yours if you want. And there it is. Now let's take a look at the swatch pictures because I did get a macro for this one so you guys could see it up close. And if I don't insert that after this clip, it will be on the blog post. So go check that out. It will be linked in the description box. Okay, so the last polish I'm showing you today is called Nadia, and it is considered a topper for the collection, which is why I have two fingers out. So since it is a topper, I'm going to show you it on top of Isadora, which is right here, which is two coats of Isadora, and I've actually been wearing it for a day, and that's what it looks like. It looks gorgeous. And then on here, I'm going to show you how long it takes for the topper to build up if you want to wear it on its own, because you can wear it on its own. And also, the picture that I'm going to insert after this little clip is going to be Nadia on a different color than Isadora, so you guys are going to get to see it multiple different ways because it really looks different in all different colors. It's really just a gorgeous topper, as you guys can see here. It's definitely pulling more of a golden tone, but it does have like gorgeous pink shimmers in it, which I don't know if you guys are going to see that on camera, but hopefully you can. It's really like a fiery golden pink shimmer, and I love it. So here is one coat. As you can see, that's like a really fully packed topper if you're wearing it as a topper, because that is one coat on its own. And I mean, it's not really even that sheer. I mean, you can see through to like my moon area and a little bit to my nail but that second coat is gonna do it. So there are definitely multiple different ways you guys can wear this. Oh, look at that. I love it how you guys can see it going down. Okay, I'll stop going over my nails like that, but it's so pretty. So, oh, and I think now you guys can see that pink shimmer. Okay guys, I'm getting way too excited about this. I better let this dry and come back to show you the second coat over here. Okay guys, it is time for that second coat, now that I have moved my nails all which ways while drying so I can see the shimmer, because it's just that beautiful. Here we go. Yep, there is our second coat, and we have full coverage, guys. I mean, for a topper, full coverage in 2 coats. I mean, you might as well consider it a topper and a regular polish. So, I mean, look at how sparkly that is, too. I mean, that's just gorgeous. The pink shimmer in it is just beautiful. So, Nadia, great one to have. Even if you're not an orangey, golden colored fan, it makes a great topper. And as you can see on this nail, it doesn't look the same at all as it does on its own. So this one is definitely one. There are many ways to wear it, and I believe I'm gonna have some art up soon on the blog with it too, so be on the lookout for that, because this polish is just so versatile. It's so much fun. And that is it. That is the final polish of the video. And here we have a guide you guys can screenshot if you want. It's got the names with each of the colors, so you don't have to go back if you don't want to. And like I said, that's it. This is a gorgeous collection. All of these are available now. I believe they are at $10 each on Zoya's website. However, they are going to have some deals coming up, so be sure to check out the blog for all of the holiday sales. I'm going to have a post detailing all of the different holiday sales in the nail polish world very, very soon, so be on the lookout for that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!